Is Tangem Wallet actually safe if it has no screen? Can someone steal your Tangem card and drain all your crypto without you ever knowing? Is it even safe without a seed phrase? And can you really trust a wallet that looks like a hotel keycard? Yeah, Tangem looks simple on the surface, but it's got a few quirks that are worth knowing before you make it your main wallet. So I spent hours reading your comments, testing the app, using it as my main crypto wallet, and I boiled it all down to the 10 biggest Tangem concerns, ranked by how scary they sound. So today we're going through them one by one and we'll find out what they mean, whether they matter, and whether they are making Tangem Wallet unsafe. Alright, let's dive into it. If I lose the card, do I lose everything? Let's start with the basics. You lose your Tangem card and your crypto's gone forever, right? Look, I'm an active user of the Tangem ring. Sometimes I take the ring off before bed or when I'm working, and all of a sudden I find myself in this tricky situation. I'm just going through my day when I suddenly realize I'm not wearing my ring. Instant panic. I've got Bitcoin, I've got Sui, I've got Ethereum, I've got Solana on it, everything. Luckily, it always turns out I left it on my desk at home, but those first 30 seconds of realization, they are scary. So here's the thing. Tangem gives you up to 3 cards per Tangem package, and all of them unlock the same crypto wallet. Think of it like 3 spare keys to the same house. So if you lose one card, you've still got your other 2, and you can only lose funds if you lose all the cards and your access code. Bottom line, just set up all 3 cards while creating the wallet, store them in different places, and don't panic if you lose one. You're still safe in this case. Why no seed phrase? I feel anxious about it. This freaks out a lot of OG crypto users, but Tangem by default gives you no 12 or 24 word seed phrase, no paper, no recovery phrase, no nothing. Which feels sketchy until you realize the whole point is to avoid that piece of paper that people keep in their sock drawer or lose in a house move. Instead, Tangem stores the private key directly inside the chip of a wallet. Pros: you can't lose your private key, or at least you have 3 copies of it. Your wallet can't be compromised by other humans because you don't have a human-readable seed phrase, and the key never leaves the card. It's like crypto amnesia-proof solution. But if you're old school like me and fully trust yourself in keeping your private key, Tangem still lets you add a seed phrase. But for beginners, it might be worth going seedless. Less attack surface, fewer human error. Do I need my phone every time I use it? Yep, Tangem only works via NFC with a smartphone, and you can't plug it into a computer like Ledger. And that worries people, like, what if I want to move my crypto and I don't have my phone around? But here's why even in this case it's not a deal breaker. If you lose your phone, just install the app on any phone, new or your friend's phone, tap your card, enter your PIN, and you're back in. And now you can freely move your crypto. And even if you add your card to someone else's phone, that person still cannot access your crypto. The keys are not on the phone, they live on the card. Still, it's not advisable to add your wallet to someone else's phone. They'll be able to track how much money you have, and that's not good. So be careful here. What's the actual lifespan of the card? They say it lasts 25 years, but like, who's actually tested that? The real thing is built a lot like a bank card, except it's waterproof, shockproof, and heat resistant. Still, don't microwave it or leave it in your jeans during laundry day. But if you treat it like a passport or credit card, you'll be fine. How often does your credit card break anyway? And hey, you've got at least 2 backups, even if it will fail. But yeah, good habit, scan your card at least once a month, just to make sure it's alive. Will it work with all my coins? Mostly, yes. Tangem supports Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and thousands of other cryptocurrencies. You can find the full list on their official website. From my experience, I was able to store anything I wanted, but yeah, it doesn't support every weird altcoin out there yet. So check before you're trying to receive something unusual. But there are another downsides of the Tangem. You cannot generate multiple addresses per coin if that's something you needed, and staking is limited. Not all coins can be staked inside the Tangem app, but they are getting there. What's the safest place to buy Tangem Wallet? The best way to buy Tangem Wallet is to buy it from the official website using this QR code or the link in the description below. This way you'll be 100% sure that you're getting an original wallet, and since you've also hit that like button on this video, You get 10% off on any order with the promo code Mikita. And now, let's move on to the next question. What's the deal with those in-app swaps? Yeah, you can buy and swap crypto inside the Tangem app almost like on an exchange. And I use it from time to time when I get lazy and just want to do a quick swap. But beginner beware, the internet is full of stories about slow swaps, stuck transactions, and sudden KYC requests mid-process. It's not Tangem's fault, it's the third-party provider, but still, it can ruin your day, right? So, ideal workflow, I personally recommend: use a centralized exchange you trust, swap there, and then send the funds back to Tangem. Way less headache, lower commissions, and predictable transaction time. But what if someone steals my card? Valid fear. Tangem looks like a gift card, and if someone grabs it, can they just scan and spend? Short answer, no. Every time you use the card, you have to unlock it with a PIN or Face ID if you've enabled that in the app. So, unless the thief knows your PIN and your card access code, they are just holding a fancy piece of plastic. But pro tip, turn off the Safe Access Code feature in the app. This way, every transaction will require both the access code and Face ID to unlock the app. Double security. There is no screen. How do I know what I'm signing? This one's for my paranoid brothers out there. Unlike Ledger or Trezor, Tangem does not have a display to show the transaction details. So you're relying on what the app shows you. Which means, if your phone is compromised, you could be tricked into signing something shady. But that's only if you're installing sketchy apps or site-loading modified versions of the Tangem app. If you stick to the official app, the signature process is cryptographically secure and it signs only what the app shows. Still, best practice, double-check the recipient address every time, send a small amount first, especially if you're sending large chunks of crypto, so no shortcuts here. What if Tangem, the company, disappears? Tangem is based in Switzerland, but crypto companies vanish all the time, right? So here's the good news. Tangem's app is open source and you can fully verify the code on their GitHub. And since the card signs transactions locally, you don't need any Tangem servers to move your crypto. And if the app vanishes, the crypto community could fork it on GitHub, publish on App Store or Google Play, and you still will be able to move your coins. So yes, if Tangem disappeared tomorrow, your funds are still yours. Is Tangem Ring really worth it? This is a good question, by the way. What's the real difference between using a ring and a card? Is it more durable, and who is it actually for? If you've been asking yourself those same questions, I've got a separate video review right here where I break down all the pros and cons of the Tangem Ring. So check it out and see if it's a good fit for you personally.